The ignition system in the engine is to create spark at the top of the cylinder that contains the piston, to burn the mixture of fuels and gas causing expansion and pressure that pushes the piston down. These steps repeat themselves for the piston to go up and down, providing rotary motion continuously for different applications. Although it may seem like an insignificant part of the engine, the timing of producing the spark is crucial. If the spark is produced too early, such as before the piston reached the highest point in the cylinder, the explosion might push against the upward motion of the piston, which is possible to cause damage to the engine. If the spark is produced too late, the piston will be moving down already. The pressure from the explosion will have less efficiency, with possible problems such as unburned fuel or overheating. In order to understand how the timing is set, we need to find out how the sparks are produced. In the engine, there is a device containing two coils. The primary coil has a lot less turns than the secondary coil. The device is fixed next to the flywheel. When the handle is pulled, the flywheel attaching a magnet will spin. Its magnetic field will change when it's moving past the primary coil, induce voltage and cause current to flow through it. When there is a current, the primary coil will generate its own magnetic field. However, part of the wheel has a gap. When that gap is near the primary coil, there will be no more induced current, so the magnetic field of the primary coil will collapse. When it collapses, it cuts the secondary coil. That will cause the low voltage in the primary coil to step up to a very high voltage. That higher voltage is then traveled to the spark plug to generate spark. The spark always generates at the right time is because the rotation of the flywheel is synced to the rotary motion from the piston. Therefore, they are always in the same frequency, so the gap will always be near the coil at the time when the piston will be at its highest point in the cylinder. So that's why the time of the ignition is important and how it's achieved.